Good morning, everybody. Happy Eve of Shabbat. Just wanted to show you this morning I'm wearing my Love for His People t-shirt given to me by Steve Martin. Steve founded Love for His People about 10 years ago and has been working to bless the Messianic Jews in the land of Israel and in Pakistan and other places. I've not found any person that can outgive Steve Martin, and he's such a blessing in my life. But just a little shout out this morning for Steve. But I wanted to talk to you this morning a little bit about Messianic faith. The Messianic faith movement started probably in mid-'80s. Derek Prince was a key teacher that changed some of people's concepts about the land of Israel, and that he really taught that we had as Christians, we have a debt to Israel. And so it started a movement, and the movement had built through the 80s, but kind of waned a little bit. But I think we're in a season where the movement is actually coming back. The Lord is calling to people. He's calling out to them, and people want to have a deeper understanding of Yeshua, Yeshua as Messiah. We have a very Greek and Western mentality about who we call Jesus Christ in Christian faith, but in Messianic Judaism, he's called Yeshua. I personally, I kind of feel like I'm a combo because I may be a Messianic Christian, and to me, what that means is that I believe in Yeshua as Jesus Christ, the Anointed One, that there's no other way to the kingdom of heaven but through Him. But I try to make sure that I understand Him in context. When He's speaking to people in the first century, it's not exactly the same as it is today. And things have been translated into Greek, and we have a lot of Greek and Western concepts that we've kind of added to Him. But I believe that we need to understand Him in context. So when he was speaking and telling parables, that we understand from a more of a Jewish mindset or a Hebraic mindset, where our mind is thinking pictorially, where our mind is thinking of the situation that he's in and how in context his teachings are relevant. That doesn't take away from their relevancy today, but what it does is it adds a dimension to it that we don't understand. Because there are things in Jewish tradition that we haven't been taught, and those really are our roots. Our roots as Christians, we came from the Jewish faith. Up until 400 AD, we have good record of Messianic Jews around in Italy. Some of them moved away and they went into the mountains, and they believed to have become some of the Waldenses and those movements that were still like Sabbath keeping movements, but they were where the people were more rooted from the Messianic Judaism. It's pretty clear in Scripture that Paul even went to synagogues, and he held himself as a Jewish man, that he was blameless before the Lord because he was keeping Torah. And so the Christian mindset kind of takes us, we're under grace, and there's a lot to that. But I believe as Christians, we've come to a point where we pick and choose which commands we're going to follow. Okay, say we have the 10 commandments, we follow those, but it also says in the Torah that you're not to move your neighbor's boundary marker. Okay, is that something that we do today? We want more land, so we just move the guy's boundary marker and take our neighbor's land? No, that's not right. That's not moral. So there's all these moral precepts. Now there are 613 mitzvot in the Torah, and some of them pertain to women, some of them pertain to men, some pertain to the priests, some pertain to the way the sacrifices are supposed to be done, some are to the washing and the cleansing. There's a lot of different mitzvot that are listed, but they aren't all relative to our particular life, but I think we just kind of pick and choose. We pick and choose. It's like going to the buffet today. You pick this one, you pick that one, and that's the ones I'm going to obey. And so what I am striving to do is understand Yeshua, Jesus Christ, in context for his time, his message to the people, but including some of our Hebraic roots. And I was asked by a good friend the other day, this is why this come up, if I had switched to Judaism. And I do not follow Judaism, but I do take Sabbath. We started taking Sabbath just to have rest in the Lord. And so tonight is our Shabbat service that we have once a month, first Friday at Antioch International Church here in Fort Mill. If you're able to come on out and join us. We'd love to have you. And we have a good praise and worship team, just led by Scott Dawson, just some awesome musicians. And then we also have some usually dancing, Israeli-style dancing, that is led by Nancy Perez. We have shofar blowing. If you're coming tonight, bring your shofar. If you're coming tonight, bring your shofar, and we'll have a sounding of the shofar. We're in Elul, which is the king is in the fields of this month of the Jewish calendar, and sounding the shofar is something is done every day except on Shabbat. So bless you this morning. Have a wonderful day. I hope this helps with a little bit of understanding of the Messianic faith, and bless you. Shabbat Shalom.